Imagine writing a letter so strange that 600 years later, the smartest people on Earth, codebreakers who defeated Hitler, linguists who decoded lost languages, supercomputers running artificial intelligence, would all fail to read a single sentence of it. You don't have to imagine it. It already exists. It's called the Voynich Manuscript, and right now, today, it sits inside a climate-controlled case at Yale University, 240 pages of vellum covered in flowing, confident handwriting in a script that matches no known language on Earth. But here's the question that makes this story genuinely strange. Not, what does it say? Everyone asks that. The real question is, why has it been impossible to find out? Let's start with what we actually know for certain. Radiocarbon dating places the vellum to the early 1400s, medieval Europe, decades before Columbus, around the time Joan of Arc was leading armies in France. The ink and pigments match materials available in that era. This isn't a modern forgery. Whatever this is, it's genuinely 600 years old. The handwriting flows. No hesitation, no corrections, no crossed-out mistakes. Whoever wrote this wasn't inventing the script as they went, they were fluent in it, the way you're fluent in the language you grew up speaking. Now here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. In 1969, the manuscript was donated to Yale, and since then it has been examined by some of the most capable code-breaking minds in history. William Friedman, the cryptanalyst who helped crack Japan's purple cipher during World War II, considered one of the greatest codebreakers America ever produced, spent decades of his career obsessed with this manuscript. He built statistical models. He applied military-grade cryptanalysis. He died without cracking a single page. Think about what that actually means. This is a man who broke codes built specifically by trained military intelligence to be unbreakable, and a 500-year-old book defeated him completely. In the decades since, the attempts haven't slowed down, they've accelerated. Modern computational linguists have run the text through algorithms designed to detect language patterns across thousands of known languages, living and dead. The text does show statistical structure, word frequency patterns, repetition rules, something that behaves like grammar. This isn't random scribbling. Whoever wrote it followed internal rules, consistently, for 240 pages. But matching those rules to any real language? Nothing has held up. In 2019, a researcher claimed to have partially translated it using a theory involving abbreviated medieval Latin. The claim made international headlines. Within weeks, the broader academic community had thoroughly dismantled it. The translation produced nonsensical results when applied consistently across the manuscript. Another dead end, in a 600-year history full of them. Even more recently, large language models, the same technology behind modern AI, have been pointed at the manuscript's text. Researchers hoped that systems capable of finding patterns humans miss might finally crack it. The results have been suggestive but inconclusive. Faint statistical echoes of Hebrew, faint echoes of Romance languages. Nothing that survives rigorous testing. So what is this thing? The illustrations only deepen the mystery. Page after page shows botanical drawings of plants that don't match any known species. Some look almost real, but with a stem wrong, or leaves arranged in a pattern no real plant grows in. Astronomical charts show star patterns that don't correspond to any sky, from any location, at any point in recorded history. And dozens of pages show small nude figures bathing in green liquid, connected by elaborate tube-like systems that resemble nothing from any known medieval text on medicine, alchemy, or astronomy. It's as if someone built an entire internally consistent world, its own botany, its own astronomy, its own diagrams, and then wrote about it, fluently, in a language only they understood. This leads to the theory that troubles linguists the most. What if the Voynich Manuscript was never meant to be read by anyone but its author? What if it's not a hidden message waiting for the right key but a private universe, a personal language constructed by one mind, for reasons completely lost to history? Some researchers have pointed to historical cases of people creating elaborate invented languages for personal or spiritual reasons. If that's what this is, there may be no key. No Rosetta Stone waiting to be found, just a closed system that only ever had an audience of one. But the alternative possibility is just as haunting. What if it is a real language, a real, lost system of knowledge, and the only thing standing between us and understanding it is one missing piece of context? A second document. A cultural reference point we haven't connected yet. Somewhere in an archive, a library, a forgotten collection, that piece might already exist, sitting unrecognized beside the very key that would make 600 years of silence finally break. Until that day comes, the manuscript remains exactly what it has always been. The only document in human history that has outlasted every attempt, human or artificial, to understand it. Somebody, 6 centuries ago, knew exactly what every single page meant. We are still waiting for them to tell us.